fucked it up. All the times I went and fucked it up. I wonder when I left me is enough.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelia, and if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe so you know. So today I am just gonna do a quick video on how I pluck my frontals. So I am not a professional in any form. I'm not a hairstylist. This is just what I do. This is what works for me, and this is what I learned. And I'm gonna tell you guys, actually, this is when I was starting with hair. I had no idea what to do, and my first frontal, I actually did overpluck the frontal. For some reason, I overplucked the frontal, and it was a nightmare. So then I started watching YouTube videos, and I found Erica J's video where she talked about plucking frontals. She gave a detailed explanation on how to pluck your frontals. So that's how I learned to pluck my frontal. I'm gonna leave a link to that video down in the description bar below, just in case anybody is interested. Just in case you don't understand what I'm doing, you can always refer to that link to get extra explanation on what you're supposed to do while plucking your frontals. I'm just gonna try my best to explain as much as I can. So first of all, I'm just gonna brush the hair and spray some water. I always like plucking after bleaching my knots. So this hair was bleached the other day. If you haven't seen the review on how I bleach my knots, click. I'll leave the video down. That'll be the video before this one. I'm gonna leave the video down in the description box, so you can always refer to that video on how you properly bleach your frontals. So here I just sprayed water, just regular water. So as you can see, the wig came pre-plucked, but it's not plucked enough for my liking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pluck it some more to make it a little bit lighter. So the trick about plucking is that you pluck, but don't pluck on the same spot. So okay, let me put the camera like this. Let me put it right here. So you pluck, but don't pluck on the same spot. So you go like behind and you move. You comb. Don't forget to comb. Combing helps you see how far you are going, how far you're doing, like your progress results. So since the hairline is already plucked, I'm just gonna go in the back and pluck from behind. For those who are new to plucking, I am gonna say make a part in the front, because this is gonna be a beginner video for beginners. So make a part in the front of the wig, take some hair out, and then you pluck in the back. So pluck from the back and not the front. So you pluck, 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 and don't pluck on the same spot. Just move around. You can come back to the same spot, but just make sure you move around while you're plucking. You can always come back, but while you're plucking, do not pluck on the same spot at that moment. So just pluck. You come back to this. You can always come back to the same area, but then pluck immediately on the same spot. So move your hand while you're doing this. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I kind of noticed my camera was in the wrong angle, and I hope you guys can see right now. It's still gonna be hard for me to pluck. So I'm gonna pluck this section because this section is gonna be easier for me to pluck while on camera. So if you're a beginner, don't go ahead and, I'll say, section the hair in the front first. Do not pluck like I was doing in the beginning of the video, because that's like a little bit advanced. So you just keep plucking until you get like your desired outcome. So I'll go ahead a little bit more in the back just to get a more realistic hairline. And don't forget to pull your tweezers like this. This is how you should hold your tweezers, not like this. You have the pointed side in the front, so always try to get a tweezer that has a pointed side. This is not an expensive tweezer. This was just a tweezer from the beauty supply. You don't need to go anything fancy. So as you guys can see, I love the plucking around here. I don't want it to be too thin because my hairline is not thin in the front. My hairline is kind of really thick in the front, so I am not gonna pluck too much in the front. I'm gonna pluck just enough to make it look more realistic in the back of the hairline. So this section is already too thin, so I'm not gonna do too much on it. Okay, I want it a little bit thinner. I'm gonna come in front right here and pluck a little bit more. So I don't like to do my or anything like that. To make it realistic. That's just a lot. That's how I like it. Just right here, enough to make it realistic. The moment you think about it, you're going to over pluck it, and you don't want to over pluck. You don't want to overpluck your wig at any point in time. You just want it natural, so you can have the natural flawless hairline right there. So this is the other section, and this is the plucked. So you can see the density is reduced right here. It's no longer as thick as it was. This is the section that has not been plucked. It's still really pretty good for those who do not want to do anything, those who don't want to stress themselves out. You can always work with this, but I prefer this because this right here gives you a scalp, gives you that realistic hairline. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pluck the front, which is a little bit always too dense. I don't know why, but I don't know why they make the front too dense. So I'm just gonna pluck the front. As you guys can see, my wig is pretty well bleached, and that helps. That kind of facilitates, like, it facilitates your plucking process when you bleach your knots well. So I'm just gonna pluck the top, and it's the same theory. Just pluck, 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 but not in the same spot. So you're moving your hand and you're going back and forth.
So this section is way denser than the other sections, so I'm gonna do a little bit more plucking in the middle than I did in the sides.
So if you do not understand, if you can't understand what I'm doing, I'm just repeating. It's like a repetition. It's just the same process throughout the hair. But if you don't understand, if you don't really get what I'm doing, I will leave the link to Erica J's video where I actually got the hang of plucking and how to do it right without over plucking in any form. So this is just my method. This is what I do. I just thought I should share with you guys, but I'm gonna leave her link in the description bar below just in case anybody feels like they don't understand what I'm doing perfectly. You can always refer to her link in order to be able to get, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due, okay? I actually learned how to pluck from her, so I'm not gonna say, oh, I did this, I knew how to pluck. No, I didn't. So you're gonna get more hair falling off from the front because it's kind of too dense, so you're trying to make it, so you're gonna get more hair from this area. Don't be scared, don't be alarmed, don't be like, oh, I'm plucking too much. No, as long as you're watching what you're doing and you're not over plucking, then you're fine. Because right now I still need to pluck right here in the front. She has an updated video. What I did where you have to take the hair out, that's like a beginner friendly video. Right now I don't pluck like that anymore, but since I said this was a beginner friendly video, how to pluck, I'm gonna have to pluck it, do that. But right now all I do is I just go in the back of the hair and pluck, just like what I'm doing right now. So there's still a little bit density right here. Oops. I think I want to pluck a little bit more in the front. I still think it's so dense, so I just went a little bit further in the back, and I'm gonna pluck right here. I'm not a hairstylist. This is just what works for me. I'm not a hairstylist in any way. I'm not a cosmetologist in any way. This is just what works for me and how I learned to pluck my own frontals. So I just decided to share with you guys because and give you guys a tea on how I actually make my frontals look natural. Okay, so now right now you can tell the density in the front has reduced a little bit more, but there is a lot right here. So right here is fine by me a little bit. I'll have to pluck a little bit around here. You see that? That's instant. Like, I just lose some hair in the front. The thing about plucking is you just keep doing it until you get to the desired hairline that you want. It's not the hairline that anybody want, but what you want for your hair. How you want your hairline to look like, how you want your face to look like, what works for you, how your natural hairline looks like. So you're trying to mimic your own hairline so you don't over pluck. So this is just my frontal. I haven't plucked this side here. So this is the final result. As you can see, the hairline is plucked to my satisfaction. I don't like it. It's not over plucked. It's just perfect. Not too dense like the beginning, but just enough to give you that scalp hairline. So this is the finished product of the plucking. As you can see, the hairline looks way realistic than what we started with. I am not an expert with plucking, but I just pluck to my desire, like how I want my hairline to look. So there's no rule in plucking. It's just pluck to what you want it to look like. Because when you pluck too much, then you will not have to, if you pluck a lace too much, you won't have to use that lace, that hair for too long, because you have to keep cutting it in the front, because it's gonna thin out eventually. All hair thins out. So this is the end result. So this is just the end result of my plucking. This is the end result of the plucking. The hair is all plucked. So this is how much hair I got out of this. It's quite a lot of hair, but it's not a waste of hair. It's not like your hair is shedding or anything like that. It's just from the plucking, so don't be scared. Thank you all for watching. This is all for this video. If you like the video, please leave me a comment, like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.